Creating vocabulary chants. We're looking at a fun, memorable way to help learners retain vocabulary through chants. This is especially powerful for EAL learners, but it works brilliantly across any subject and with learners of all ages. It taps into rhythm, repetition and memory, and you don't need to be musical to do it. I was first introduced to the idea of creating my own vocabulary chants when I saw the amazing Caroline Graham present at a conference. Her session had a huge impact on me and my teaching and my teacher training. Since then, chants have become one of my go-to tools, and I genuinely believe that every teacher, whether you're an EAL teacher, an English language teacher, a subject teacher, a classroom teacher, a CLIL teacher, you can benefit and your learners can benefit from using this technique. My name's Jane Maria Harding de Rosa, an English language teacher and trainer, a CELTA Delta tutor with a Masters in Teaching English to Young Learners. I've got a PGCE in primary education and over 30 years of classroom experience. Start with your target vocabulary. Write or elicit a list of words you want your learners to practice. These could be topic words like food, animals, body parts. They could be academic terms like evaporation, rotation, photosynthesis, or they could be useful everyday vocabulary. Number 2, focus on the syllables, not the spelling. Help learners recognise the words based on how many beats they have, how they are pronounced. It's the syllables. You could get learners to tap their feet or clap the rhythm of the word, but where they really need to have it is in their mouths, because that's where they're going to produce it. So replace each syllable with a da-da-da and that'll help them. So here's an example. Evaporation. Evaporation. Now you certainly can't click that. Can you tap it with your feet? Evaporation. It's hard. Can you clap it? Evaporation. Evaporation. But if you just did da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, it's much easier. Evaporation. Da-da-da-da-da. And then they can count it out. Da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. 5. Evaporation. That's a long word to start with, but I just wanted to show you how using the da-da-das helps. Even young learners aged 6 to 7 can do this. They can sort words according to how many beats there are, how many syllables. For older learners and adults, it's a brilliant way to draw attention to the pronunciation and the word stress. It's also a sneaky way to drill this vocabulary without it feeling like a drill. Oh, listen and repeat. They are saying it themselves. They're putting it in their minds. They're repeating it to work it all out. Number 3, create a syllable chart. Draw 4 columns on the board and get your learners to do the same. In the first column, they'll have 1 syllable. Second column, 2 syllables, 3 syllables, and then 4 plus. So you're going to place each word into the correct column. Here I've got an example. I've used fruit and vegetables, but it could be anything. You can show them a picture or flash a picture up so they can get it quickly. They say the word and they put it in the column. Be careful though, because sometimes words change. If you've got an orange, 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 da-da, 2 syllables. If there's more than 1, oranges, da-da-da, 3 syllables. So plurals may need to go into a different column. What about the word strawberry? Strawberries. Some people pronounce it strawberries. A lot of people say strawberries, especially if you add cream. Strawberries and cream. So 2 syllables, strawberries, da-da. So we're going to create a chant using A equals 2 syllables, B equals 3 syllables, C equals 1 syllable. A really simple and catchy formula. We will repeat it like this. A, B, C, A, B, C. A, B, A, B, A, B, C. So if we had A as apples, 2 syllables, and B, oranges, 3 syllables, and C, pears, 1 syllable, our chant would sound like this. Apples, oranges, pears. Apples, oranges, pears. Apples, oranges, apples, oranges, apples, oranges, pears. You can chant now with claps, clicks, taps, body percussion. Keep it rhythmic. It's a 4/4 drum beat. The learners feel the language physically and that helps them remember it. Apples, oranges, pears. Apples, oranges, pears. Apples, oranges, apples, oranges, apples, oranges, pears. Here are some more ideas and variations. Try different combinations. So we could use a 3-syllable, 4-syllable, 2-syllable combination, following the same formula. Broccoli, cauliflower, carrots. Broccoli, cauliflower, carrots. Broccoli, cauliflower, broccoli, cauliflower, broccoli, cauliflower, carrots. So you've upped the challenge by adding longer words. But we've also created a little tongue twister because we're repeating that k-k-k sound. Broccoli, cauliflower, carrots. Broccoli, cauliflower, carrots. Broccoli, cauliflower, broccoli, cauliflower, broccoli, cauliflower, carrots. You can see it is challenging. And that's what you want. You want them to be challenged. Get your learners to create their own chant, come up with their own, and then get them to teach the rest of the class. This gives them ownership and it helps reinforce those words for everyone. Obviously, you can link these chants to cross-curricular topics. It could be parts of a plant, it could be types of energy, it could be continents, it could be types of weather. Whatever your subject is, this is how you could create them. You could also add a gesture to each part as it's mentioned. So it's great for kinesthetic learners as well. Why does this work? This chant activity supports all 3 stages of my MMM framework. The learners meet the new vocabulary in context with a physical and auditory connection. They manipulate it by sorting, categorising, chanting and engaging with both form and rhythm. When learners create their own chants, they take ownership and they're more likely to remember and use the words confidently. It's multisensory, multimodal, it's engaging and it's super adaptable. Plus it works in almost any setting, even online. So that's your starter guide to creating vocabulary chants. In the next video, I'll show you how to go beyond repetition, build in meaning and personalisation, helping learners really internalise the language. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And if you've tried a vocabulary chant in your classroom, I'd love to hear how it went. Drop your examples in the comments below. Bye! Let's keep the rhythm going. Let's keep the rhythm going. Let's keep the rhythm going and keep producing chants. Let's keep the rhythm going. Let's keep the rhythm going. Let's keep the rhythm going and keep producing chants. Aubergine, mushrooms, asparagus. Aubergine, mushrooms, asparagus. Aubergines, mushrooms, aubergines, mushrooms, aubergines, mushrooms, asparagus. Carrot, cauliflower, corn. Carrot, cauliflower, corn. Carrot, cauliflower, carrot, cauliflower, carrot, cauliflower, corn.